Hi guys, this video took quite a lot of preparing because I had to make a lot of notes, so I finally typed all of them up on my laptop. Today I'm going to be doing the music tag, which I found, which looks really good, and it has a lot of interesting kind of questions, and I love talking about music. I get really passionate about it, so let's get going. So the first question is, which bands, artists do you own the most albums by? This is quite a weird one because obviously it really depends on how many albums that artist has made. Not really a competition in that sense. If I love an artist, then I'll own all their albums, so this applies to Coldplay and Tegan and Sarah, etc., because they've both made quite a lot. So I suppose the amount is down to how many they've made, really. What was the last song that you listened to? Halsey. I've been listening to quite a bit of Halsey. I had her on last night when getting ready for bed. It's quite nice background music to get ready to and stuff like that. What's in your CD player right now? I don't have a CD player. I have like an iPod and a docking station and stuff, but I use Spotify the majority of the time. I have a current Spotify playlist of my like current favourites and stuff, which includes like the Antlers and Bright Eyes and the Maccabees and First Aid Kit and some David Bowie and Phoenix and stuff like that, like chill out stuff I've been listening to. What was the last show that you attended? It was Imagine Dragons in November with my sister. I got us tickets for her birthday as like a surprise thing. They were really good, really passionate about their music. And the main guy, I can't remember what his name is right now, but he was absolutely fantastic. What is the greatest show you've ever been to? This is a really hard question because I often go to concerts and I'm just like, that was definitely the best gig that I've ever been to, and I constantly change my mind. Tegan and Sarah were absolutely incredible, and that may be the only time I'll ever get to see them because I don't really tour over here very often. Florence and the Machine I've seen twice. She is phenomenal live. She's just such an entertainer. She's amazing. Imagine Dragons were incredible. Muse was just a fantastic show, although I was sat quite far at the back, but it was amazing. And Vampire Weekend and Nera and the Whale did a joint thing, so Nera and the Whale supported Vampire Weekend, which was amazing because they're two of my favourite artists, so to see them live together was just awesome. What's the worst show you've ever been to? Probably, although it was lovely to go to a concert with my sister and my mum, probably Katy Perry. She was such a diva. She came on over an hour late. She just came on and she didn't say sorry or apologise or anything. She was almost just like, just applaud me everybody because I'm Katy Perry, and it's just like, come on. You can at least say sorry for being really late. So yeah, she was just a bit annoying really and full of herself. What's the most musically involved you've ever been? I take this question as being like, when was it that music was just such a big central part of your life, I suppose. Probably when I was 15, because at the time that was probably the only thing I really had to turn to. I know people say that a lot, but at the time music was just the main thing in my life. And I went to a lot of gigs, both locally and more broadly, and it was literally the only thing really that, you know, kept me going at that time, I suppose. What show are you looking forward to? I currently don't have any shows lined up. Probably need to book some for the later portion of the year, but nobody's really touring at the moment that I'm interested in, so. What is your favourite band t-shirt? I used to wear a lot of band t-shirts. I had like Paramore and My Chem and everyone. That's all I wore, but now I don't really wear them. But I do have the Smiths, the Queen is Dead shirt, which I love. What musician would you like to hang out with for a day? Probably Tegan and Sarah, because they're just amazing and hilarious and I love them. That or Florence Welch, she'd be awesome to hang out with. She's just so lovely and genuine. One musician or group you wish would make a comeback? I found this question quite hard. Probably in terms of being a full lineup, although the impression I get they don't really like each other, is the Smiths. If I could, I would go to like the 70s or whatever, the 80s, sorry, and see them live because that would just be incredible. One band or artist you've never seen live but have always wanted to. When I talk about it, it gets me really like. I've never seen Coldplay, and they're my favourite band of all time, and I mean it when I say if I saw them live I'd probably be a crying mess because their music is just literally everything to me, and growing up, I grew up with them and they really helped me through some really rough patches, so that or Oasis probably. Name 4 or more flawless albums. A list of like my top 10. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead, that's my favourite The Smiths album. Oasis, Definitely Maybe, Pixies, Doolittle, Tegan and Sarah, The Con, Radiohead, OK Computer, Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head, Bright Eyes, I'm Wide Awake, It's Morning, Red Hot Chili Peppers, By the Way, Kasabian, West Rider, Pauper, Lunatic Asylum, and I also like Prince's The Best Of album. Might change in the future, but for now they're like kind of my broad top 10. How many music related videos and DVDs do you own? I have Paramore's live album. I used to love that. I'll play Milo Xeroto's live album where it shows all the different countries like Paris and everywhere. It's really, really good, and visually it's just amazing. It's an amazing tour. I have McBusted's Hour live DVD, which was really cool. And I probably own more, but I can't think of them right now. How many concerts and shows have you been to in total? When I count them up, and I think it's 17, which is quite a lot, I suppose. Have you seen the most live? I've seen Florence and the Machine twice, and I don't think I've seen anybody else more than once. I've seen people like the Saturdays and stuff like that more than once. What is your favourite movie soundtrack? I love Juno. That's an incredible soundtrack. It's so good. My dad, my sister and I used to love the Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging soundtrack because it has like Scouting for Girls and the Maccabees. What was your last musical phase before you wisened up? Emo phase. I still listen to a lot of the music now, but at the time it was just so like almost competitive, and it was very cliquey and almost like people judged you if you didn't listen to all of these different kind of emo-y bands. So if you said you listened to one band and they were like, oh, do you like this? And you said, yeah, I haven't heard of them or something, they'd be like, take that as an offence. Strange kind of time in my life. What's your guilty pleasure that you hate to admit liking? Whenever I think of guilty pleasure, I just think of One Direction. I hope you guys liked this video and it was a little bit different and gave you a little bit more information about me and what I like and stuff. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.